friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, I have a lot to get through. We're going to write out my paycheck budget for the week of January 7th through January 13th. I always look at my budget 1 week at a time, and I always start my paycheck budget on a Tuesday, since that's when my husband and I are paid. So we're going to write out my paycheck budget, and then we are going to stuff my cash envelopes, my high priority sinking funds, and we're going to play some savings challenge games. So you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of this video. So for this week, we are going to be budgeting $1,600. That is what I am using to make this paycheck budget happen. And I always start out with my fixed expenses, which are next month's bills. So I am a month ahead on my bills, which means throughout the month of January, I am saving money to pay February's bills. All of my bills throughout January are paid with income I set aside in December. So I'm going to be budgeting and setting aside $700 to go towards next month's bills. And that's it for fixed expenses. By the way, if you're looking at this paycheck budget worksheet and you're thinking, hey, that's really pretty, I want one of those for my budget, I created this, and you can get it for yourself as well as a lot of other budget worksheets by joining my YouTube channel membership. If you look in the description box below, I have listed out a link, and it says join this channel membership for perks or something like that, followed by a link. If you click that link, it will pop open a little window that gives you all of the details on joining my channel membership. There's a couple of different tiers you can join to get budget worksheets. If you join at the Budget Buddy tier, you get this paycheck budget worksheet, as well as a 2-page hybrid budget bundle. So you get 3 different worksheets to help you budget, whether you budget by month or by week or by paycheck. But if you join the Budget Bestie tier, this is what I recommend. It's the best value. You get a ton of different budget worksheets, all of the various ones in this January pattern. You can download them, print them yourself as many times as you would like. They are sized for an 8.5 by 11 size page, so just your typical computer paper. You can punch them and put them into any binding system that you like, and it's a great value. You also get access to exclusive content from me on occasion, plus you get early access to all of my videos. The Budget Bestie tier is really the best way to go. That's the one I recommend. But definitely check out the membership below if you're interested. And even if you're not interested in worksheets, you just want to support me, I would love it. I would appreciate it so much. There's lots of free ways that you can support me too. You can subscribe if you have not done that yet. You can give this video a thumbs up, a little like. You can leave me a comment down below. All of those things help out my channel. If you're not interested in joining the membership, but you still want to support me, that's the best way to do it. All right, so we talked about fixed expenses. Let's get down here to variable expenses. This is where I have the most control over my budget. The categories that I am budgeting for are grocery, eating out, and spending. Okay? Throughout the month of January, I'm trying to spend less on groceries and eating out. We have a ton of food here in my house that we are trying to eat down. Last week it went okay. If you missed my budget closeout where I talked about how I did last week, definitely go and check that video out. I will put it up in a card here for you. I'm not sure, I can never remember which corner, but a little pop-up will pop up and you can click that and it'll take you directly to that video. I will also link that video down below in the description box. I know if you're watching it on a TV, the card won't pop up. I think if you're watching on a computer or on your phone, it will, but either way, just in case the pop-up doesn't work for you, the link is down below as well. You can go check that video out. Groceries went okay, eating out, not so much. Now, one of the things I like the most about paycheck budgeting is it's only looking at 7 days at a time. So last week I tried $75 for my eating out budget. I went over that. It's been 7 days and now I can change things up. So this week I'm going to budget a little bit higher for eating out so as to not go over this budget. But I think $150 for groceries worked out good last week, so we're going to stick with that this week. So we'll do $150 for groceries. I'm going to do $100 for eating out. And last week we did not have any spending at all. So I think I'm going to make this spending budget $50. So I'm still budgeting the same amount as I did last week. Just shifted things around a little bit. So 150 plus 100 plus 50. Oh, it's actually a little bit less, $300. I think last week I budgeted $350. $325. Okay, so $25 less. That's fine because I'm actually going to budget a little bit more for my savings. So I use sinking funds to help me save. I set aside a little bit of money each week in various categories. That little bit of money adds up as time goes by. And I have them kind of separated into high priority sinking funds and low priority sinking funds. The high priority sinking funds, I put the money directly in there. I take the money directly out of my bank and stuff it directly into the high priority envelopes. And for that, I'm going to budget $200. Okay? For my low priority funds, I like to play savings challenge games. So for that, I'm going to budget $150. This is a little bit higher than usual. I've added a couple of fun games that I want to play, and I want to be focusing more on savings in 2025, so we bumped this up a little bit. So 150 going to that. Then we have my no spends. I'm actually remembering to have that be its own line item. I track my spending every single day here in this expense tracker. And any day that I don't spend from this variable category, that is, I don't buy groceries, I don't eat out, and I don't spend spending money, I count that as a no spend day. And for every no spend day that I have throughout the week, I'm going to add $5 to my sinking funds here, my savings. So I'm not going to budget anything for these no spends because I don't know that I'm going to have any no spends. I might spend money every single day next week. But I want to have the line item here for the actual column so that I can count up how many actual no spend days I have. So we're not going to budget anything for it because I don't know for sure that I'm going to have no spends. But at the end of the week, whatever I do have in no spends will go here in this actual column. And the same thing here is going to go for my minis. So again, I'm going to budget 0, but the end of the week, anything I have left here in this variable category, I like to take a portion of that and stuff it into my mini savings challenges. You've seen me do this in my budget closeouts. I have these little envelopes with mini savings challenges in them, and the money to stuff these comes from leftover money from my variable category. So we've got 2 different ways I am tracking extra savings. And it may be that I don't end up actually saving anything extra, but I want the line items there just in case. As for now, the total I'm putting into sinking funds is $350. It is always my hope that this actual column ends up being higher than what I budget. In the case of like a variable category, if the actual amount is higher, that means I'm over budget, which is not a good thing in this case, but in this case, it means I was able to save more than I intended, and that's always a good thing. All right, we are still credit card debt free, so we are still skipping over this extra debt category. I do have other debts right now. I have a couple of car payments, I have a camper payment, but we are not focusing on paying those off right now. We're just making minimum payments to those, so we're not using this extra debt section for anything. All right, now let's get down here into totals. So we started with $1,600 that I set aside to make this paycheck budget happen, right? If we take that $1,600 and we subtract the $700 for fixed expenses, the $300 we budgeted for variable expenses, and the $350 we budgeted for sinking funds. That's going to leave us with $250. So I like to do a zero-based budget. So this $250, I want to give a job. So down here, under this savings category, it's going to act as a buffer for now. $250 will just sit in my account. And if I go over budget in groceries, or I need extra money to make next month's bills happen, or, you know, we have an unexpected thing come up, this $250 can help offset those unexpected things. But if I don't need this $250 for anything, then at the end of the month, I'll put it into my long-term savings, which is just an account that I have, a savings account that I'm saving for longer-term goals. So my sinking funds, my high priority, and my low priority, those are more short-term savings. This long-term savings is what I'm adding any extra money to that we have left over at the end of each paycheck budget cycle each month. So this money will actually sit there till the end of January, along with any money I had left over from last week. So last week I had $300 left over. Anything I have left over this week will continue to sit in the account in addition to that $300 to act as a buffer. I like to always have all of my bases covered. I don't want to take that money and put it into savings until I'm sure I'm not going to need it. So at the end of the month, all of the money I have left over from January will go into long-term savings. Okay, so now that we've done this, we can start doing my favorite part, which is stuffing the cash envelopes. So I will be right back. All right, friends, we are going to start out with my high priority sinking funds. These are all of the categories that I want to be touching and adding money to every single week. I have $200 here, all in 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Okay? And we're just going to go down the line, and pretty much we're going to add 20 bucks to everything. And I'm actually going to add $20 to one of my lower priority funds as well. So let's start there. Usually don't do this, but I'm going to be adding a little bit of extra money to vacations. My husband and I are celebrating our wedding anniversary in March. We've booked a little staycation, and so we're going to need some money for that. So I'm going to add $20 here and bring this up to $120. Usually this money that I have set aside for high priority strictly goes to my pink binder, but in this case, I'm adding a little bit of extra to vacations as well. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20. We're gonna need a lot more than that, so you may see this vacations fund move to my high priority binder temporarily. I did that last year when I needed to bulk up my vacations in a short amount of time. So this may well move to my high priority binder in the short term, but for now, we'll just kind of stuff it separately. All right, for Austin's fund, we're gonna add $20. You may have noticed that I finally cleaned off my trackers and got them updated for the start of the year. It was an ordeal, took a lot of rubbing alcohol to get all of the Sharpie off of my trackers. By the way, these trackers are from Savannah over at Sav Saves. I love her channel. I love her trackers. Check her out. Tell her I sent you. You won't be disappointed. Her channel's amazing. Okay, 340 is what I should have here. So 100, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40. That's for my son, Austin. Anything he needs. He's a junior in high school. He's expensive. We always need to be saving money for him. All right, for camping, we're gonna add 20 as well. All of my categories are getting 20 just to make this nice and easy. It's gonna bring it up to 390. So we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 90. I always like to count my funds every single time I add money, every single time I take money away, because I'm bad at mental math. The number of mistakes that I have caught, really, It's a lot. So we're gonna add 20 to car as well. This fund is for car registration, car maintenance, anything like that. We recently took all of the money out of here to renew our car tabs. They were pretty pricey, so we're back down to, I put plus 20 equals 20. This is what I get for trying to talk while I'm dealing in numbers. This is why I count things, because I make mistakes so easily. Anyway, $40. We're starting fresh here, but adding money to these every single week, they add up pretty darn quick. All right, for my emergency fund, it's sitting at $470. We're gonna add $20, and that's gonna bring it up to $490. 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 90. I think I'm going to be going in and replacing some of this cash with placeholders and getting this money put into savings. I like doing my sinking funds in cash. It works for me. It feels like I'm making progress. It's like tangible cash I can hold and count. But I also know that having this kind of cash on hand isn't necessarily the smartest thing. It'd be safer in a bank. It could be collecting a little bit of interest. So if you have a recommendation for an Etsy shop that does the paper placeholders that you recommend, let me know, because I think I'm going to be in the market for some, or maybe I'll make some myself. I don't know, but I want to get some of this cash out of here. Even though I love counting the cash and holding it, I know it'd be safer in a bank. So I don't know, maybe once I hit like $500 in a fund, I'll transfer the money to my savings account. I don't know, that's for future Jessie to worry about. For now, I added 20 to home, 50, 100, 50, 70. Oh, I missed a 50. I was like, wait a second, I'm missing money. Nope, I'm just silly. 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40. Okay, next up we have insurance. This is for my homeowner's insurance. And we're gonna add 20 here as well, bringing this up to $390. Okay, so we have 100, 200, 50, 300, 50, 70, 90. See, these add up really, really quick. I've only been saving for these, I think I started my high priority funds in October, and they've added up quite quick. Some of these I've had to take money from in that time period. I've been trying not to touch my sinking funds and trying to cash flow things where I can to help them build up a little bit. Oh, this is going to be 600. So yeah, I'm trying my best, you guys. Really want to focus on savings this year. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600. That feels substantial. I'm really proud of that number. And sorry about my voice, you guys. I'm starting to come down with a cold, I think. For pet expenses, we're going to add 20. And that's going to bring it up to $340. I have a dog and 2 cats, and they're expensive, just like my teenager. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40. This fund specifically is for vet visits and that sort of thing, not necessarily their food or cat litter. I take those things out of our grocery budget. For subscriptions, these are for the things that we pay for annually. Think like Amazon Prime, Walmart Plus, that sort of thing. We're adding $20 to bring this up to $340. That should be my last 20, and it is. So yay, no mistakes. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40. All right, so that is all of my high priority funds, plus a little extra to vacations Now I'm going to switch gears and pull in my savings challenge games. We've got $150 here to work with for that. So let me count it out and get it into my cash tray, and then I'll pull in my games so we can play. Hey, that rhymes. All right. Lots of ones. And I got some 20s. I'm hoping I'll be able to get some 20s into some of my games, do a little bit of condensing, because I don't have quite as many small bills as I would like. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. All right, now the main reason I gave myself extra money is because I've got some new savings challenges that I want to start. So we're gonna start with my new challenges. These are challenges that I am going to be doing for a long term. The ones in my binder are a little bit shorter. I think I will finish them up relatively quickly. These ones, not so much. We're gonna start with Save 2025 in 2025. It is a scratch off. The amounts are 2 to 20, so it's a scratch off and it's just like a color and save here. It's from the Almost Organized Owl, and I want to be working in this every week to save money throughout 2025. At the end of the year, provided I finish this, I'll save over $2,000, which is incredible. So I'm going to do one scratch off. I've got my little scratch off tool here. I'm going to start with this first scratch off, which is, oh yeah, there we go, $20. Leave it to me to get the highest amount possible. So we're gonna add $20 to this challenge, and then I'm gonna pick a smaller one and color in as well. So we're gonna do $20 plus, let's do 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $30 going into the Save 2025 and 2025. I think that's a great start. And I just realized that I never set up a envelope for this here. So let's see if I can find one. Here we go. I have a little envelope. I don't know what I did with the little dashboard that goes with this challenge, so I'm just going to stick this money in here for now, and I will find it and be better prepared for next time. Okay. And then the other challenge that I want to start today is this one. This is by Budgeting by Dina US. And it's a little maze challenge. So it says follow the first color and pay $2 each, land on the wrong color and pay $3, land on a white and pay $5, land on finish and pay $10. So we're going to pay $2 to play. Hopefully I'm doing this right. And we're going to start down here at blue. And the idea is to get to the finish, right? So you choose a space next to the start to scratch. If you get the wait a minute. So I don't pay $2. Forget that. Forget I said that. If I scratch this off and it's blue, I pay $2. If it's the wrong color, so if it's green, red, or orange, I pay $3. If it's white, I pay $5. And if it's finished, I pay $10. So we're going to go here to start. And hopefully it's blue. Yay, it is! So the idea is just to go around scratching until you get to the finish. I'm not going to be able to finish this, obviously, today, but we're going to scratch off a couple. So since I landed on the right color, we saved $2. And I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna do this one. And okay, so already I am wrong. So for white, we pay $5. So let's go this way instead. There we go. So that's right, so we'll pay $2 more. And let's go this way. Oh no, okay, so that's the wrong color. So for the wrong color, we pay $3, but now I have some insight when I work on red on where that will go. 2, 3. Let's scratch one more. Let's go with this one. Here we go. And since that was the right color, we'll pay $2 more. So let's see what we've saved overall in this challenge. $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13, $14. You know what? Let's go one more time. And let's go here. And since we got it right, we'll pay $2 more. So that's $16, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's put 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put these guys back and grab 2 5s. And we will have saved a total of $16. Is that right? 5 for the white, 3 for the red, and 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, that's right, $16. Okay. So there we go. I think this is super fun. Hopefully I remember that this is where I left off because I don't have a little note to write myself, and I also don't have an envelope for this guy, but I'm just going to stick this cash here in the front, and I will have this better organized for next time. Okay? Remind me, you guys, that I need to make envelopes and dashboards for these things. All right, now that we've done our extra games, let's move on and we will roll to play. And I'm actually going to pull these. Do I want to pull them out? No, I'm just going to set this off to the side. And the way that I've been doing it is I took inspiration from Mystic Budgets, who rolls a dice to help her figure out which game she's going to play. So I have 6 challenges here. Chip Away is number 1. This is from Mystic Budgets. And I'm seeing that I have an IOU there. So let me go ahead and clear this IOU up. Get that $5 in there before we start playing. Okay, so Chip Away is challenge number 1. For challenge number 2, I am doing the Countdown to Christmas book from Liz and Les. For challenge 3, I have Snow Gardener's Life of a Pig Who Loves to Spend, Who Wants to Save But Loves to Spend. That's what it is. And for that, we are doing the Love Thyself Scratch Off Challenge. So if I land on 3, I will do that. For challenge 4, I have Link's Rupee Savings Challenge. It's a pull and save that I created for myself. For challenge 5, we are doing this Roll the Dice Savings Challenge for shopping. And challenge 6, we're back in Snow Gardener's book here with the Money Doesn't Buy Happiness, but it buys tacos. So roll 1 through 6, whatever I land on, that is the challenge I will do if I roll the same challenge twice. So let's say I roll on 6, I scratch off and add money to this challenge, and then I roll a 6 again. What I will do in that case is I will go to this challenge. This is Strive to Thrive in 2025. I created this myself with my little mantra in a group of women who are all striving to thrive in 2025. I will link all of those women down below if you are interested in following along with our journey and you want to show them some support. I would love it if you would. Last week when I did this, I said I was going to add $5. That's going to make this challenge super duper expensive. And since I haven't started it yet, I'm changing my mind. If I roll a double, I'm going to add $1. And each of the letters and each of the stars on this challenge will be worth $1 each. Okay? So now that we've gone over all the rules, let's just shut up and play, shall we? So let's roll. All right, challenge 3 is Love Thyself from Snow Gardener. So this savings challenge book comes from my friend Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. This was one of her very first savings challenge books. She's got a ton of them. Her challenges are amazing. Definitely go out and check out her channel. She's got 2 channels actually, a budgeting channel and more of a lifestyle channel where she does like grocery hauls and that sort of thing. Check her out. Tell her I sent you. Let's go ahead and scratch a couple of these spots on this challenge. So this challenge will save $75 when everything is all said and done. All right, so we have 8 plus 7 is 15. Let's do one more. That's 18. I really want to get up over 20. So let's do one more. Oh, well, we definitely got up over 20. What is that? 27. 25, 6, 7. Going into Love Thyself. This one is going to go towards clothing when it is finished. So we did really good. Let's go ahead and roll again. All right, challenge number 1 is Chip Away. I love this game. It is so much fun. So the way that this works, you have some dice, and I did not bring my little rolling tray in here, so this might end up being a disaster. So you have dice, you have chips. Here's the way it works. Actually, I'll just kind of explain as we go. So you roll the 4 dice, and you cover up those numbers with chips. We have 6, 2 1s, and a 2. Okay, and then we roll again. All right, 6, 5, 3, and 1. And we just keep going and covering up the numbers with chips. So we have 5, 5, 6, and 1. 5, 5, 6, 1. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 1. So we have 5, 4, and 3, but we are out of 1s. So you get 1 chance to re-roll. We rolled a 3, which is on here, so we get to save the chip. Had there not been a 3 on there, I would have lost that chip. We're down to 4 chips, so this is the last round. So we have 6, 4, 3, and 2. When everything is all said and done, all of your chips are used, whether they're on the board or disqualified. Whatever is left uncovered, that's what you save. So we have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Going into Chip Away. So that's how you play. It's super fun. Super cute game. I like it a lot. And I need to color in one of the little dollar signs so that I know I completed another round. And this challenge will be considered complete when all the dollar signs are colored in. So we have a lot of rounds to play. All right, so that's that. Let's roll again to see where we're going next. Challenge 4. is Link's Rupee Savings Challenge. So I created this challenge myself based on the video game Legend of Zelda, because it's my favorite video game and I'm a video game nerd. What I do in here is I just reach in and pull out a couple of rupees. Whatever ones I pull out, I save the correlating amount. So we're gonna start with 2 and see how much we save. If it's a little, we'll pull some more. If it's a lot, we'll stop. So we have a blue rupee that's worth 2, and a green rupee is worth 1. So let's go again. We've got a red rupee worth 5, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. A silver rupee is 20. So there we go. We will stop there. I like to color in the rupees on the back to correlate with what I saved. Hopefully I have the right numbers here, or the right colors. So we have green. Is worth 1. Silver, I don't think I have any silver Sharpies, so we will just mark that it's 20. One of these days I'll get my act together and have everything on hand before I start filming. I do have a red. And that's worth 5. And the last one is blue, which I also don't have. So again, I will just mark it. Blue, what did we say it was worth? 2. And I'll color those in off camera. So we have 25, 27, 28. So we'll take a 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So that is that. We'll get those in my envelope. Get these guys put back in their little bag, and we will go again. All right, challenge 1, back to chip away. It's funny because when Mel from Mystic Budgets plays, she's constantly rolling doubles, it seems like, and I have yet to roll the same number twice. So, oh, chip away, here it is. All right, let's do this. Again, this might be my favorite game right now. I'm having so much fun with this. I got it from her Etsy shop. She sent everything, the envelope, the game board, the chips, and the dice, and it was a really affordable challenge. She also has the chip away available as a printable, if you're more interested in doing it that way. She's got a great channel. Her challenges are super fun and super creative, so definitely check her out. So we have 1, 2, 2, 6, 6, 6, 1, 2. We've got 2 5s and 2 3s. So 5, 5, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3, 4. All right, 4 chips left, so this will be the last roll. So we got, 3 3s and a 6. And we have no 3s left on the board. So I'm gonna have to re-roll all of these 3s and hope I get something that is on the board. Otherwise, I lose these 3 chips. Okay, so we got another 3, so we definitely lost 1 chip. We've got a 1, and we got a 6, which we also don't have. So we lost 2 chips that time. And yeah, we're gonna save quite a bit here. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, $24. Yeah, so this challenge can definitely cost you a lot. She does have Chip Away Mini where the denominations are smaller. If you're worried about a high denomination challenge, check out Chip Away Mini. So we'll color that in. And let's see what we have left, because I don't want to have an IOU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have $8 left. what do you guys think we should do? Should we just go ahead and put that money into my Strive to Thrive in 25 so we don't have an IOU? I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Although if we get a scratch off, I might cheat a little bit. So we didn't get to do a couple of challenges. Let me get these chips put away in these dice. And then let me think about what I'm going to do with that last $8. All right, what didn't we play? We definitely played Chip Away. And I'm going to go through and count the money that we have in all of these challenges. We didn't play Liz and Les's Christmas game. We didn't play the Roll the Dice game. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to play the Roll the Dice game, but we're just going to roll one dice. Whatever the dice lands on, I'll put that amount of money in here, and then whatever's left will go into Strive to Thrive. All right, 6. So we're going to add $6 here. I like that. That worked out good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 going into shopping here. And that leaves the last $2 to go into Strive to Thrive. And that way we don't have any IOUs. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. So we'll add $2. So we'll color in an S for $1. And we'll color in a star for $2. All right, my friends, this video got super long, but we made a ton of progress. I feel really great about that. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up on your way out? That really helps out my channel a lot. If you want to keep watching, I've got a video here for you that YouTube recommends, and I have a video here that I recommend. Check them out. You can also subscribe by clicking my face right here. I would love to have you subscribe and come back for more videos. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye!